following D&D campaign is rated TV MALSVED. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and dramatic player characters. It is intended only for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right. Hello, everybody. Oops. How art thou on this fine eve? Let's see. Ooh, that's so nice. Okay. Well, we have with us tonight. Let's see. We have Lady Kim.
Hello.
Lady. Yay. We have Lady Melissa. Your kid responses are always so great. And we have the good Sir Andrew tonight. All right. So, oh my goodness, we're even to go or to begin. I guess I'll give it a minute or so. Let some folks pile into chat here. And why isn't it giving me that info? Let's refresh. Gosh, I mean, there's certainly plenty that's happened this past week, and between Sunday night's campaign, I think, and last night's campaign.
Don't forget about Saturday for Melissa, like Saturday for Andrew, right. Saturday for Melissa, all this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
Been a lot.
It's been a long week.
Hey, Tay. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I think what I'll do while we wait for some more questions to pop in.
I could read a letter from Nana Diaz.
Yeah, let's start with that. That sounds really good.
That is if the mean guy doesn't make it so that all the stuff disappears. Nana has a letter. The first letter we have says, Dear Nana D, I hope this letter finds you well and sane. I'm unsure if I am well or sane. The master, do you know though, I don't understand why people think that I am not sane. Because I'm totally fine. The only thing that bothers me is that I had to use my stained steel hat to make battle muffins, but I don't know if they got their battle muffins because people keep trying to send me letters to help pay for my fines. But like, you say you send monies and Nana believes you, but like there's no monies. It's like it goes poof. I don't even really know. So we're all screwed. Literally, we need 30 million thousand platinums, and then we just, each And every time people send me letters that says there's money, I'm fine. I'm told it's because the Johnson boys touch our minds and we don't have our stained steel heads. So Nana is well and quite sane. It's them Johnson boys that keep fucking with us. Yep.
It's only 500 platinum.
No, it's 5,000 because the guy told us it was 30,000, 5,000, so it's 30,000 for all of us. He said it took 5,000 for him, and that lady has the thingy.
That's because he paid it back slowly. You guys are going to hit it rich soon. I can feel it.
No, we're not. He's in the codes with them Johnson boys peoples. Totally, he's in the codes. Yep. But we're well and we're sane mostly. Except for that guy over there, you know, the one, hold on, Nana will try to point down there. The guy down over there is a nice guy, but the Johnson boys got to his head. The master continues to appear in this strange land. Oh, you have a master? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, I know who this is. Oh, yes. Inside some sort of trial. I mean, we all have to go through trials and tribulations, child. I don't know what's wrong with you. That's the way the world goes round. You get the trials and the tribulations, and then you reap the rewards. Unless, of course, you know, them Johnson boys is fucking with you, then the only reward is that you got to wake up today. I don't know what these trials are, but I do know that the master is, in fact, alive. Oh, well, I mean, that's good if your master alive, right? Well, unless you get the whippings. But I just say don't pick them small switches. They look nice and innocent, but them bitches hurt. I'm so sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. This could all be a pool. Oh, Poonie. No, y'all got to use some big ass words. The excuse me, Mr. Godlike disembodied voice from the Cape Verdigris. Do you know what this word is? It starts with a P and ends with a schment. No, you don't. Yep. Yep. Avi, do you know what this word is? It starts with a P. Don't tell. I don't want to get caught for cheating on the test. Punishment. I think Friday's punishment. Is that the word punishment? That's it. Yes, punishment for me. Is the master dead? I don't know. Who's your master? What do you think? What do you think, Avi? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep, exactly. That's right. Yep, yep, that's right. I agree. Exactly. Yes. I don't know what to tell you about your master. I don't know if it is dead. Well, is your master? I guess I should not assume their gender. Is your master a man, woman, or fight a nut chain? I don't know. Because we don't discriminate. We love to fight a nut chains. They're amazing. And we love the menses and the ladies. Yep. Isn't that right? Yes, we do. Uh-huh. Did you know that Steph Skiles' art is my #1 fighter jet plane? That's right. Uh-huh. Did it live? Does it? No. I should have stayed to make sure, but I was afraid. Ain't no shame in being afraid, child. We all afraid of something. Ain't nobody in this world not afraid of nothing. And if they are, that means that they the head of all that means that the Johnson boys, Big Pappy, and I'm just, it's a thing. The ritual started and I left. What should I do? Well, if you didn't close the door on the way out, well, you fucked. That's all I'm saying. Because if you don't close the goddamn door, you never know what the shit's gonna come through. So my best advice to you on that is go back and make sure you close the door. If it's still open, well, maybe you should send me what you want on your tombstone and where you prefer to be buried and who your favorite deity is. Otherwise, we just go, send you to our Lord and Savior Cthulhu. And for now, I'll distract myself with a new friend. The contract holder sent a messenger. The small winged creature has an energy about it that I find on a string, and seems to share my love for secrets and may be willing to share some of it with me. This is fine. Everything will be fine. Yes, see you. I don't know what advice you need from me. You see it, so you understand. Everything is fine, unless the master is not dead. Unless the little winged friend is spy, but no, too honest, too sincere. Is the Johnson boys done fucking with you? I'm telling you, the Johnson boys is fucking with you. If they sent you something that's winged, then and you didn't close the door. I mean, that's not a trial, child. That's you fucked up and left the door open. So it's your own damn fault about what you gone through, not mine. Sorry, not sorry. The master torments me still. No, that's the Johnson boys. I don't know how many times I go ahead to tell you this. I did not know the master had such power over magic. Always summoning things, but never teleportation. That's because you left the door open. This is what happens. You leave the door open and shit comes through the door. So it's not your master. It's that's you forgot to shut the goddamn door. We all know if the door open, you close it. If the door closed, make sure you check it for locks and traps and all of that, and make sure it's not a beholder, because sometimes doors is beholders and sometimes beholders need the door. So that's just the way it is, the way it was, and how it should be. Hold on, something tried to eat your mind. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. And illusions require a sound mind to envision. Child, your mind sounds like it's got all kinds of noise, but I'm not trying to discriminate or disrespect you. We all sometimes people hear voices in their head, and that's okay. Just, make sure you respond in a timely fashion. I had thought of all the master's rituals were to contact all old things. It seemed to eat his mind. I mean, so we all be hungry. Maybe he just needed a snack. Maybe he didn't have no battle muffins. I mean, can't be mad about that. I mean, it tried to eat at my mind, but there were so many secrets. Okay? So I think he been eating some of my ranch battle muffins. We need to maybe hold back. Maybe I should not make those for a while. Or maybe, you know what? I'll make an extra batch of the orange battle muffins. Maybe I'll set them out for some special folks soon. I was busy filling my mind with the words of the book, and everything is fine. That's right, reading education is a good thing. Nana just graduated from the Caveries cars, the trade arts, and please send donations. Cause me and Avi are going to die if they don't. They gonna kill us. You guys,
that's unverified.
That they gonna kill us. I had read the letter. It said that they was gonna kill us. Yes, I did. Yep. So sorry. Sorry. My new friend will help me find this cervix.
The cervix? Yeah. No, that's the.
I mean, my responding question is, what kind of a friend is this?
Yeah. Where are they going for the cervix?
No, it's spelled SIR space VEX, cervix, not service like your lady bits. What is you thinking?
That's
I mean,
nice.
yeah, it's not the lady bits. It's yes, okay. So my new friend will help me find this cervix, and we'll take the ball from Auntie Flo. So Cervix and Aunt Flo. But then what? Will the master come back? I mean, your master sounds like a dick, but who am I to judge? I don't know who your master is. Will it steal the ball? I saw a ball. I wanted it. My precious. Nana heard that story. You ain't trying to fool me. You ain't gonna scare me. He says there are 2 balls and that we should get the balls together. Then what? Perhaps when we have the balls, we can dominate the master. I mean, if the balls dominate your master, who really sounds like a dick, I don't know what to tell you. We will learn all the secrets of the balls. I like this guy. He's very funny. And another contract. Contracts are special, my little friend tells me. This is fine. Everything is fine. Excitedly, a forever friend. Yes, another contract can't hurt, right? I mean, friends forever isn't bad when we can share secrets. Okay, look, I remember you from afar, and I'm going to tell you, thank you for writing back to Nana D. I really appreciate my fans keeping in touch with me, and especially in this time. So, and thank you for your donation. Unfortunately, it vanished. So, and Nana stopped fooling. Nana didn't spend it on anything because it vanished in the. Yep. So I'm not lying. But you can blame the boss that is Nana's head all the time, otherwise known as that guy over there. So I would just tell you that when you get your balls together and go to see Sir Vex, make sure your master has a good look for Aunt Flo, and you'll be all right. Aside from that, keep your doors closed all the time, and if you left the door open, then that's not a trial, that's your stupidity reminding you doors be staying closed all the time. But that's the letter that Nana has, so thank you very much for writing in, and send monies and help. If you could please put them in special boxes so that Avi and me and Valkyrie, even Nathaniel, though I don't like him, and Sethin, even though she killed Peepaw, and also Vaughn, because he's my special friend, need monies before we all die. Thank you. Have a good day.
Nice. Yay. Hopefully all their questions have
That
been
was
answered.
enough time.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Oh, fantastic. All right. Whew. Well, on the heels of that, let's jump in. Well, see what other questions lie out there for Nana and everyone else here. Let's see. I'm going to jump in first with Coffee Man's. No, who was it? Oh, hold on, I got to scroll up. Yeah, Coffee Man asked, since this is your first time here, Andrew. Coffee Man asks, Andrew, how was the transition from player to GM for you, or were you already DMing online before this?
That's a good question. Rather
right?
seamless. I mean, this is my first time DMing on stream, let's put it that way, and first time using Fantasy Grounds. But other than that, I think I've been planning this campaign for, I don't know, like a year. Nice. So I've been I just haven't had a group of folks to play with. So after stumbling upon an invitation to Steph's game, The Forsaken, on Monday nights, yeah, I don't know, jumped all in.
Nice.
So,
Neat.
Not difficult.
All right. Awesome.
Overeager, maybe.
Nice.
You're doing a fantastic job, though. I love having you.
Nice.
Thanks.
Even if Nana's like freaking out, I think you're great. It's fine.
Awesome. Speaking of Emmy, a question for both Kim and Melissa from Victoria. How dare you? Heart, heart, heart.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding. She had all the heart. Real question. What are you most excited about now having PCs that have this shared past experience in Here's the Men?
I'm really excited that it's with Melissa because her and I play so well off of each other. And we spent a lot of time hanging out, and we kind of get each other's. I don't know. We get each other, I guess.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Yeah, like we'll stay up all night talking or watching movies or something, or the team no sleep.
Yeah, we're team insomnia. There you go.
Excellent.
It's actually pretty exciting because I think this is actually my first character where I actually have something tied to another player as far as like the backstories and stuff, like all like together. So I was very honored that Kim asked me to be part of that.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, we really like took a lot of time to understand. Well, first, whenever you're collaborating with somebody, you have to know the boundaries. You have to know what's a hard stop. Where can I so here's the information that you've given me. Here's the information I've given you. How far can I go if I want to play with it? If we want to, joke around with each other, how far can I go? And I think a lot of people who've never done that before aren't like you. They get really rigid and that. And when, especially with the kind of campaigns that we have, it's very improv, very free flow. So you have to know, okay, where is my hard stop? because her and I will take it to hell, and we're fine with that. So
nice, excellent.
That is so true. But we don't want the channel to get flagged.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. I feel like there's going to be a new challenger in the race to see how close to band we can get with City and Scar. It'll be now Here's the Men.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So true. We live life on the edge, don't we?
I mean, we are the edge. Life just comes to us.
Excellent. On the heels of that, I believe that Horsey Toad was asking Kim, how long was Emmy scheming with the Baron?
Choose? Do you want me to? Can I be 100% honest here?
That I'm a-okay with that. Yep, whatever you'd like to do.
Since day one.
You little minx.
Awesome.
Since day one. Sorry, not sorry.
Evie is so confused right now. She's just sitting on the couch drinking and WTF, what is going on?
That's awesome. I'm very eager to see the dynamic between the two of you because I've already gotten that vibe, and it's at this big gala, and the two of you, so it's like this reuniting, and your character is totally blasted at the table. What's going on? What's this? Who dropped this doll? This freaky doll? And what was all that business about? What's going on?
Yeah, I can't wait to. I think for me, I'm really excited to see. And I'll be honest, the only reason why I did what I did at the end is because chat was and Steph was I really want this to happen. And I'm like, well, and in my head, and Dan knew too, I'm like, the only time this is gonna happen is right now. So either it is or it's not. So I mean, if you want it, then sure. But I'm concerned for the rest, and I honestly am really scared for the rest of the group, and also, for my new character coming in, because what are the repercussions of that, and will Dan stay true to like evil DM in an evil campaign and make there be a harsh repercussion for that, and maybe connect the dots, especially with the stinky toad.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I love things like that. I love those natural consequences that can come back around. And I think it's the first campaign where I've had, well, I can't say, I guess technically Stormfall's first campaign where I've had a character come back around, and that Nobella and Ormia is from that campaign. She hasn't directly come back and affected the group aside from that betrayal in the crossover. But, I mean, it's Ormia's intention to kill them and destroy them. So, but this is the first one where I think there's been such a fast turnaround with it, where there's been like this character that's been there, built up a rapport,
Yeah,
and went through all this. And it's like, fine, okay, fine, I get it, I'm out. Boom, but you're on my list, and that you had the previous workings already with the Baron.
yeah. But I mean, there has always been talks, and throughout the thing, if they connect with her, and if they appeal to her, because the group was literally shaping who she became, and if they had shaped her in another direction, she would have like betrayed being the betrayer if they had connected. And instead they just and I don't think it was intentional. I think everybody was just caught up in what was going on and didn't realize, and she kept trying to tell them without telling them, like, you need to tell me what's going on, you need to tell me, why am I jumping off cliffs for you, why am I trying to kill an old lady that you stole from for no reason, why are these things? And she kept trying to tell them, and she kept trying to be friends with them, and they wouldn't be friends with her. So it made her, being the secret bad guy, like even more aggressive, because she was like, okay, now I get why I was hired to, watch you guys and possibly kill you all if it was that opportunity. So, I mean, there was a chance to change her, but that chance was never taken.
I will say that I have at least 3 or 4 ideas. Can't remember because it was in the middle of the night. I put them in my voice memo, and then I pulled up in the Chromebook the thing, plugged them in this morning. Thoughts that I need to check in with you, Kim, about Emmy.
Oh yeah,
some of this background stuff that I think you might like.
Okay, cool. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
It's like, oh wait,
yeah.
I need my phone. I gotta write it down. I'll fall back asleep. I won't remember.
That's funny. Did you get my message? Like, you got my message. I was like, so about that thing. Is it this? Could it? If not, could it be? I don't know. Yeah.
It would have been great. It would have been. It would have definitely been interesting.
That would have. Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right. Oh, sorry. Good.
No, I'm just thinking out loud.
More than.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Victoria also asked a question for Andrew. How far? Oh, this is a great question. How far did your players deviate from your expectations session 1?
Session 0, dude.
That's a very good question. And honestly, not even a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
The way I've designed this campaign is there's a little bit of training wheels up to a certain point. And then it's kind of open sandbox is kind of what I'm going for. Like, there's a lot of things that happen in the world that's just kind of set up, and the player characters are going to have a chance to interact with what's already going on, and will largely determine what kind of force they're going to be in this little corner of the world. And yeah, it's so the first taste of that was not having any direction for most of that first session after they left the bursar's office, if you will. Just literally freedom to explore Cascade as much or as little as they wanted. And there's so much that they haven't even touched.
Nice.
There's like a marine research center and, and like shops and like really shitty hostels and
nice.
All kinds of weird NPCs. And so, this is
nice.
it's I think it's going to be fun in the long run. But yeah, no, they didn't deviate at all.
Okay, good.
I'm shocked.
Gotcha. You got that wide open. Nice.
It took us a while just to leave like the campus to like go to town because we're still trying to figure out if we're gonna have like a family dinner. But wait, where are we cooking it?
Awesome. It was definitely a fun episode. I love. Great start. Fantastic. So Melissa asks, Andrew, just to double down on you here, what does Gimbal, the character Gimbal, think about the most recent Forsaken episode?
That's fine.
I am curious.
Well, I mean, if I'm honest, a little shaken. Very disappointed about the probably destruction of my shop in the not floating part of Bairn.
Right.
It's had some prototypes, but I mean, obviously the loss of life is shocking, but Gimbal's really not trying not to let that weigh upon I'm trying not to let that weigh upon my conscience, I should say, because we didn't know what we were doing.
That's for sure.
I mean, we were trying to save people that we cared about, an established relationship with, and we tried to save some other people, and there were consequences to our actions, and either we're going to live with those consequences or we're not.
Yeah.
And I'm choosing to live with them, because honestly, I still don't get the whole like why they floated up into the sky in the first place thing. And now that I see how they were floating in the sky, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with it.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I was not expecting that. It was beautiful for me. In that Kazeel I had no idea until it was like partway through, and I'm like the second round of rumbles. I'm like, oh, this isn't a one-time thing. People are coming, or something's been started. Like, this is an issue. I'm like, oh crap, the crystals are dimming. Oh my gosh, is this thing falling? So it was phenomenal. So help me, I will die if frickin' Regina was in one of those doors we didn't check.
Right.
I will die.
I know.
I won't be able to handle it. My poor heart. Let me ask Melissa, how did Silvra? What was her perspective on that whole session? How did she handle it? How's she doing?
She was thinking she probably should have left Jocelyn. To be honest, if she had realized the bigger picture, because she was so focused on helping other people and stuff and trying to figure this out, but then. Wait a minute, the life of one person or two people or three or whatever compared to an entire city, like that's kind of like, oof. But
Yeah.
she
See,
was
but that's the
really,
same
she was
logic.
really in shock though. That's the what?
That's the same logic that the High Council uses. What's the life of a handful of people in comparison to all these others in the city?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Somewhat huge. Nice.
No comment. Silver pleats with it.
All I'm saying is,
Circles on the High Council.
you guys have had lots of stuff go on. You're like with your Monday group, and then with Saturday, and the same decisions. Yep. I mean, I'm no spoilers. I'm not giving spoilers.
We're back here again. Yeah. Nice. Let's see. All right. Oh, Kim asks, Andrew, what is your perspective of each character from your campaign there? What's your vibe?
My perspective. Do you want to clarify your question?
Just as a DM in Tower of Dreams, like what you got a chance to talk to all of us on the one-on-ones. So
Yeah.
like being able to see like the characters that we're bringing in, what's your like? How do you feel about them? And then like the players from the Forsaken, like how does your character view each of them?
Okay. Well, okay, as a DM for Tower of Dreams, I am a huge fan of other people's ingenuity. Just in general, I'm always a fan on what people come up with in creative role play. So, one, I'm incredibly thrilled with each and every character in that campaign, and I cannot wait for you all to learn more about each other. It's going to be amazing. And then
how many of us actually gave you like creative freedom with our backstories?
Yes, everyone to a certain extent gave me some creative freedom with their backstory. So how it ended up working is I would ask some prompting questions and then work with each player to figure out how their characters fit into the archipelago. So I'll give an example of this. Frank, who plays Vaughn. You know, it was like, well, I think I asked him, I'm like, do you know who your deity is going to be? He said, well, I haven't really thought about it. Maybe, you threw out a couple of options. And I'm like, would you be willing to worship an unknown god? That's like unique to this setting? And he's like, sure, why not? So, it all, yeah. It's, awesome. I've had lots of fun with that. And then as for Gimbal and the Forsaken, I mean, I think at this point, even though it's only been a few days, Gimbal and Silver have been through so much that I think Gimbal is pretty much willing to back Silver up on anything. He likes Kazeel.
Yay.
And but doesn't know enough to maybe fully trust him. I mean, Ren's his cousin. He maybe takes Ren for granted. He's not a huge fan of Tegan. He adores Gerbil. I mean, me as Andrew, I love Tegan. I think Frank made a great character. Gimbal, because that's how the question was posed. Who am I forgetting?
Oh, Renarius.
Thank you. Oh, oh yeah. Gimbal's not sure about Renarius. I mean, it's like a pity kind of thing, just like yeah. But I think every single character in the Forsaken is brilliant. And I love the role play opportunities that come from it, and that's what I love about D&D.
What about Gerbil?
Oh, adores gerbil. I said Gimbal adores gerbil.
But he's a bugbear.
He is. He's so fluffy.
Nice.
No.
Awesome.
No.
Oh my goodness. All right, that was great. Well, Coffee Man asks Melissa, or his question says, Melissa, you play in a lot of campaigns. Do you draw inspiration for your characters from the world around you, or are these more like different aspects of you?
Both. Mist. Ugh. Mist is a combination of a character from Lucifer, a character from World of Warcraft, and another person that I can't think the name of. Recently, I realized that Divanya is basically based off of Ziva, off of NCIS.
Nice.
So as far as the aspects, I'm just going to use my first two characters as an example, because Emersina for me represents who I was like over 10 years ago, and Divanya represents who I am now. So there's a lot of differences and similarities between the two. Like Divanya is stronger. She'll talk back. She'll tell you what she thinks. M is more quiet, more reserved, more, I don't want to mess anything up. But then like, if she has to stand up, like she will, like if she feels like she absolutely has to, but otherwise she doesn't like to ruffle anything. But she, both of them are loyal and stuff in their own ways. So I kind of, and sometimes I don't realize when I take aspects of my life into and put them in some of my characters. And then, but Mist is like completely opposite of me in every single way in real life. So that's not really Evangeline, pirate, Jack Sparrow vibes, obviously. I have to.
I love it. I freaking love her, man.
I love playing her because you thought Mist was different from me. Evie is completely opposite of Mist, like completely on a different scale. And I've never played an evil character before. So it's really fun to do that and have that opportunity. And Silvera is like the fun, go lucky, be friends with everybody, but like also I'll stab you if like you mess with somebody that I like, or my friend, don't mess with my friends, and so gosh. I got too many to think. Oh, Avi, I haven't really, since we're only in session 1 so far, so I haven't really had the chance to yeah. So, you have times in your life where everybody thinks you're crazy, but you're actually not.
Yes, actually. I don't know what you mean. I have no idea what you mean.
I kind of like the idea of the sword because so many creative ideas, but like, and I like that it's an emotional sword. So if I point at something, it's like angry, happy, sad, whatever. And so it's like I feel my emotions, or the sword feels the emotions, and it's like a empath type deal. And then in real life, I've dealt with situations where like, oh, you're crazy, but like, I'm really not. I don't think.
I don't know what you mean. The bad Johnson boys.
Must be them Johnson boys, like for real. But I haven't gotten a chance to really play Avi yet, so I'm excited. So it's kind of a mixture of both, Oh, Avienda is actually from Robert Jordan books, like my favorite fantasy series.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, I
nice.
do both. We could talk about this like all night.
Awesome. No, really good. Good answer though. Thorough. I love it. Very interesting. Let's see. So I have a question for Kim. If Nana D could play in, across campaigns, say like Forsaken, Obsidian Scar, and Stormfall, since I think those are the ones that she's not in, what do you feel her first impression would be of the characters, roughly? You don't have to go over all of them, but whichever character do you think you might bump into first?
And I mean, I spent some time with some nice folks and from behind the door, and we went and helped people. So I think I would want to see the girl that didn't have no feels when it came to things. Cause the one girl with the wings that was like flying around and really likes my chocolate, she's really cool and she likes to cook. But the other girl, she got a sneaky side to her. I think, what's her name? Caitlin, Colin, Corin. You know, the one that, yep.
The non-dark Caitlin, yeah.
I mean, don't get it twisted. I think that girl is dog, and she's trying to be good, and that's fine.
Awesome.
And then I liked it. What was his name? Made the caffeine not infested. That's the wrong word. Injected battle not muffins. And then I like all of them. I think that the first person that I would really like to run into, honestly, is Devanya, just because Devanya has an image of me that is
nice.
No, but really, I think that I don't think there's a person in that group that she wouldn't be interested in meeting.
Nice.
But I think that she would latch on to, honestly, the person that looks like that they have the most troubles that they need to get through. Because when it comes, the real Nana D isn't evil Amari Nana D. The real Nana D is like, I need to make sure that, because she's got, 37 children. So... for her, it's more about what can I do to make your life better, because that's all she really wants to do. And like when I did that one shot for them, it was about helping people, because that's what she's really about, is who can I help. And it doesn't matter what I'm going through in my life, because my life is going to be better for helping you, even if she's a little touched in the mind. But as far as like let's see, Obsidian Scar, I would have to say that Derek or Lennox. I think more Lennox than Derek, because Derek is going through his thing, but I think Lennox really needs someone that is going to be, not like drooling over him and not playing on that, because I think that he uses that, like she would see him using that as a way to kind of deflect what's really going on with him.
Nice.
So she would latch on to him. But as far as the Forsaken goes, she would latch on to Rhaenyra. Honestly, Rhaenyra is my favorite of them, because he's so like shy, and she'd do whatever she could to like help him get over that. And even if she could like bring the Johnson boys into that and help him have a reason to like let it all go and like not be so afraid and be a little more, I think she would latch on to him. On Tuesdays, the real Nana D would still totally latch on to Thaxel, because she's like fucked. Like everything that's going on with Thaxel. The real Nana D would honestly be like, it's okay, Lady Queen Thaxel. Just because of she seems the most troubled out of everybody. Everybody else kind of seems to play it cool, but she seems the most troubled. So Nana would actually latch onto her. On Saturdays, Court of Thorns, I think it's a toss between Azethal and Mist. Not that the rest of them don't need someone to be their friend, but I think those two would benefit more of having somebody that isn't gonna like fuck them in the end kind of deal.
Nice.
So I think those two. What are those two? I'm not going to give spoilers. Y'all have to watch.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. All right, neat. That's really interesting. Awesome. Speaking of like characters crossing over, I believe so. Melissa has a question for Andrew. Which other campaign do you think would be a good crossover? Would make for a good crossover with Tower of Dreams?
Court of Thorns, obviously.
That would be, that would be interesting. No, I was actually thinking about this because I saw it pop up in the chat, and I think one that would be very interesting would actually be Obsidian Scar.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gosh.
Do you really want to subject? Do you really want to?
Hilarious. So, like, well, I mean, just I just think about the settings, right?
Right.
Open sea and whatnot. I think there's just a lot of potential, and there is obviously a pirates collective in the archipelago. So that would be. I think there would be a lot of interesting spaces for crossover. I mean, obviously, Court of Thorns would be very interesting because we already have the real Manadee, who would love to be where all those folks are in Innisara, right?
Man, what the fuck you talking about? You left the goddamn door open, didn't you? Johnson boss touching you. You need one of them stained steel hats, don't you? Are we going to get peephole?
You got so close.
So close. And then Innisara killed my husband. Sethan killed my husband.
That's right. Yeah, whatever you need to tell yourself.
Sethan killed my husband.
But if that hadn't happened, you wouldn't have met your new. Well,
she's not my friend. I'm just, that they say keep your
I'm
friends
not talking
close.
about Sethan. You didn't meet Sethan at your shipwreck.
No, but I'm just saying Vaughn is my best friend.
I wasn't talking about Vaughn either. But
what did we not talk? Why are you giving spoilers? You're not stupid. I need my stained steel hat back, please.
Nice.
You did take metalworking as your secondary medium. So.
Yes, you're not supposed to tell spoilers.
Time to build a new peepaw.
Oh God!
Oh, Nana has. Oh, I would show you the picture. Nana has a picture of peepaw. I do, and he looks at her and he talks to her, but he doesn't say anything, and he winks. And sometimes that's none of your business. I'm a lady, and I'm not gonna kiss and tell.
Yeah, he's too tired because he's been knocking up 37 kids with Nana D. Oh my gosh.
We had a long marriage of 67 years.
I mean, in all honesty, though, I think any of the campaigns have good crossover potential with Tower of Dreams.
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest reasons for that is just the fact that the characters in Tower of Dreams can craft stuff.
Like amazing stuff, like super
amazing
amazing
stuff. And so there's a lot of potential for
I love that aspect
other
of
campaigns coming in and encountering the characters here or there and in the Silica Archipelago and finding out that there's this kind of magic that they have access to that isn't available anywhere else in the world, and that they can create really crazy stuff with it. And
best coffee ever. Best coffee ever. Can I just say that?
Up there.
That did the bacon and coffee piqued Lennox interest.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Like, what's this? Best. I'm going to put in our Discord command here in chat because we have a Discord D&D that's been sort of on the on a hiatus here. I've got some other peeps coming in to help on the DM side of things, but I'm also going to just toss out there that you may see in the near-ish, near-ish to near whatever's after near-ish future.
Soon, DM.
Kier's Lament, folks, on the continent of Rehazix, which is where Discord D&D takes place. So work those characters. We'll get them, some quests. We'll get them leveled up. We'll get them out there in the world, and you might run into some Kier's Lament folks along the way, which should any players really be okay streaming and stuff would include jumping on Kier's Lament on Tuesday night and joining us. And having a little mini Discord D&D crossover folded into a Kier's Lament episode or two. So check it out.
This is gonna be interesting because I knew there was a reason why you did that. I knew it. It was too good to be true, and I didn't figure it out until 8 hours later.
What do you think of this?
What is this new shiny? Yes, new shiny thing. Okay, I'll take it.
Nice. All right, let me scroll back up here. There was a good question for Melissa. I think it was yes. So Horsey Toad asks Melissa, would you consider playing one of the campaigns with your sister if she would and could play? Because I know we have some family folks potentially to play and crossover with stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's never played before, so it'll be really interesting. She's a noob. She'd be fresh and
malleable. Well, just tell her to find out about them Johnson boys and remind her to shut the damn door.
Right. Yeah, she's been interested before. So.
I think that means that she should jump into Court of Thorns.
Yes. She'd fit right in.
Oh my goodness.
I have a question for you, Dan. If you
What's
don't,
that?
I have a question for you. A couple of them.
Oh yeah, shoot.
So we have was it 5 DMs collaborating on Astral Lunar? When you originally was it 5 DMs? Yeah, there's 5 of us, right?
I think so, right? Yeah.
So,
Steph, Vic, you, me, and Andrew.
Yeah. So
and maybe Rob.
Right. So when you first started setting up Astral Lunar, how and then you giving us each our little piece of the world, because we are literally creating everything in that piece of the world. So how do you see the transition and is it knowing that each campaign, wow, we all have our own different aspects of things. How does that, how do you feel as the general, this was a thought in my mind and now this world is totally filling up. So what's your perspective on Astral Lunar, and could you give us some details that are common knowledge or what you're willing to share about Astral Lunar that people may not know?
Sure. Yeah, that's a really good question. All right, let's see. Well, Astral Lunar, I started with writing. It was a different thing. It's a web series. And I liked the world so much when I started DMing, I thought, this is it. This is going to be so perfect for this. And it turned into an entirely different thing. The name is all I took from the writing because I fleshed out this one section and I thought there's a lot here. So the very first campaign I had was Valor's Call. I streamed 2.5 years, and Astral Lunar was set there. That campaign was set in Astral Lunar 154 years before everything we're doing. And there were so many continents, I went kind of crazy in that first section. I thought this can't be everything. Let's just contain this and make it a quarter of the world, and it'd be fun to have role pools and reasons they can't go through. No depth in that lore behind it yet. And then so Stormfall came around and took place in that same quadrant. And when Kier's Lament came up, I thought, okay, sort of in the way that you would want magic items to be or in the way that I like magic items to be not readily available, but it's so it's extra exciting when you get it. I didn't want them in the same world because it'd be hard for. I know myself. Like I'd want them to cross it. Like, hey, what's up? Yeah.
What's this new shiny thing?
Yeah, let's get them together. So I thought, all right, different section, and kind of started building that out. So I think it was right, Obsidian Scar that came next, and Vic talked about it. I kind of like this setting, and she pulled from that whole Omega curtain thing. I was like, that sounds amazing. Yeah, go for it. And then I think it was Steph right after that, and at that point, I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's start fleshing out this world. And it was at that point that I started getting ideas.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
World ideas. And then when you came with Court of Thorns and you told me about the setting, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, yes, this other section. And when you gave me the vibe for that, I'm like, yeah, okay, great. And from having all of those quarters put together, plus, you know, right in the center of one of those, having Obsidian Scar, and everything else coming out of that, I started working out, okay, what are these dividers? You know, where does this come from? What it is? And that's how I got the whole Omega curtain, the Omega Tower that we had in our last crossover. My plan-ish, because again, it all depends on players. I do have designs in a very general sense. I picture Stormfall working up to, I mean, they're already level 15 or something?
Yeah.
I think. So they don't have much longer to have like this. They've got a huge world affecting thing they're building up to, which they may call another, a lot of other. There may be like stupid crossover coming up, like for Stormfall's world ending event, which might have to be done over. I haven't figured out the logistics, but like across campaigns, and then, you know, throwing out some thoughts and ideas, but nothing solidified there yet. But I want this world to come together. There's going to be some really nasty repercussions if Stormfall fails to do what they need to do, and it's going to flood over the world. Not that I'll step on anyone's toes too much as far as what you're all each doing, but there'll be a danger where another group might have to come up and face it. This Omega curtain is going to continue to spread. If it's not held back by this tower, they've got this super baddie, the Demi-Lich, Yithaz, Boulevard. Again, generally, I want the whole world to come together so they can finish around level 19 or 20, and Stormfall, as it is, wraps up. And there might do level 20 Power of God things, but likely I think everyone's going to go towards the doing new characters, maybe advancing in time a little bit, having Descendants play, or just brand new characters come in and have a whole fresh start. I want the world to slowly come together piece by piece, where this Omega curtain is overcome, and there are some limitations are lifted, where there's travel as other groups, other campaigns get stronger and bigger. They have more freedom to be around and work with each DM to be like, what do you want in your campaign to spread out into the world, and what are you okay having come into your world? And I want it to become like a Pangea, like it's a reverse, like everything come back into this one unified world. And then ultimately, sort of at one point, have some big set of events that happen as campaigns are getting up to the end of their, level 20-ish time thing, and then advancing a big chunk of time, and like, okay, who wants to, continue their campaign with new characters and this, and start with the world as it is another 100, 200 years in the future. What do you want your effects to be for your previous? I'll go to the DMs. What do you want your previous effects to be from the campaigns and the players' outcomes? Let's craft this together in a more unified way, and just have this so it's a fresh start, across campaigns. And the timing is going to be tricky and some other things, but that's sort of my overall concept, to have each campaign have some big impact on the world, positive or negative, towards the end of their campaign, and then let it all come out in the future and see where we're at. Yeah. Whee!
I would love to think that some of the stuff from Tower of Dreams is going to be able to float out into, because there's some, he's done a really, Yeah.
There's so much potential. I mean, yes, exactly. Tower Dreams from. I don't have a lot of background info, but
Right, and
just the setup is great. And I could see things happening from that whole environment. Court of Thorns. Oh my gosh, Go ahead, Andrew. Sorry, you were saying.
No, I was just gonna say, we should talk.
Yeah,
I can give a glimpse of the trajectory, like the vague trajectory, and
Just
so
don't
you
talk
can start
about
integrating
money.
some things into your schemes.
Awesome. Yep, I've got there's some things coming up. I can't get into too much detail in Curious Lament because they haven't discovered their big ending thing. I mean, they have and they haven't. They don't know that that's that, but they will. It'll be a big world affecting thing. I'm hoping for big things. It might mean some campaigns sort of stagger a little bit when we wrap up, but I'll talk to DMs. I'll make sure everyone's okay, and we'll get logistics. I'll probably tag Victoria because she's really good at like the logistics of it, making sure we're all on the same page. I'm not that great at that. So anyway, that's it. Yeah. And then I want to work together in this new world in a couple, like 800 years or 200 years. Yay. Yeah. Let's see. Where aren't we? Yada. And then this and this. And then we need that. And then we already did that question. Yeah. Okay. Here's one for Kim. Or question from Coffee Man. Nana D, what evil ingredients are you putting in those battle muffins? I know you're trying to help your overlord Grandpappy Johnson. They're so addicting.
Grandpappy Johnson? He's my arch enemy. Why would I help him? What the fuck is wrong with you, Coffee Man?
Nice.
What's the matter? Did you not like the treacle muffins I sent you?
Coffee Man. He liked them too much. He said they're like fantasy crack.
No, they're not crack.
So addicting.
Well, so the concept behind Nana D started. So Nana D is a Nana D is a product of my stream, kinda. So on big anniversaries or big milestones for the stream helps me create a new persona that I'm going to portray in either the campaigns that I run on my own stream or wherever else I may use them. Nana D is a product of, I decorate, I do a lot of design stuff for campaigns and stuff on my stream. And so Nana D is a product of the stream, and I don't want to give away her quirks and stuff for reasons because she is active. But like the battle muffins were just Jesus
Nacho's like, I want to answer too.
Sorry, can I come back to this because they're going to be out of
yeah. Okay, yep. Let me jump to another question here. Yada happening very soon. Yada You consider playing with your sister, and let's see. We did the impressions. Oops, it keeps doing this in the Chromebook. Such a pain in the butt. Okay. Coffee Man asks Andrew, were you always going to be a Battlesmith subclass, or did Steph help nudge that along?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, Gimbal was always going to be a Battlesmith. There was a very brief moment when the Unearthed Arcana with the armor came out, and and Steph said, "Yeah, I'm totally cool with you guys doing UA stuff." And I was like, "Iron Man gnome."
I have an Iron Soul gnome. I have an Iron Soul build, yo.
I decided against that and stuck with my original plan. I'm one of those terrible people maybe not terrible, but that I was taught to play by power gamers.
Oh no!
yeah.
10 years ago in 3.5. So I plan characters out through level 20 when I first make them.
Oh, nice. That's
on
epic.
the mechanics side of things. So yes, Gimbal was always going to be a battlesmith. How he was going to get his companion was different in my head than how it ended up turning out, but I actually like how it happened. Steph was trying to figure out a way to get me to get me the Steel Defender without Gimbal needing to take a protracted amount of time to build one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which I think is fair. But
I mean, I can't wait until you guys actually pay for a reason. Not that there's a prototype D68, and you owe me one somewhere. Look at the wheels turning. Like, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see the head tilt? But yeah, I'm sorry about the dogs. So
no worries.
So the battle muffins. So there's a story behind how the battle muffins started. So Nana D. Long story short, Nana D and her husband, they from back home, like she's told this story 1,000 times about how she met Peepaw. Like he was a traveling salesman of baking goods. She fell for him the moment he accidentally stabbed her with his knife. It was love at first stab. So he was like trying to show off his weaponry and like threw a kitchen knife at her, and it meant to go on the apple that she was holding on her head, but he ended up stabbing her, and so they were like, she was in love with him from that. So they have this thing where the Johnson boys are trying to attack her and their house, and so she, sometimes will see like things coming in the yard, because if you get past the fence, then you've consented to getting your ass whooped, right? So she started throwing muffins at people, like muffins that she made. She's never been that great of a cook. She's only good at a few things. But now she's even better because she went to college. So the way that the battle muffins started was Peepaw, she loves their children, and 37 children, that's a lot. So she started putting things in the muffins to help him, be refreshed as a man. And then that's the Peepaw muffin, the blue battle muffin.
Oh yeah.
And then, if you're feeling down and you need to, maybe she'll put an extra spice in there or whatever. So it's kind of out of love. There's a lot of questionable things that she puts in them. If she doesn't like you, then she'll, do things, but that's a story I'll let you guys find out in time. But they're all lovingly crafted with the intent of good things happening. But, she's not she's a wise woman. She's not necessarily smart. So so things just kind of flow in there, and there's things that will make you burp out fire. Then, she's just trying to be nice, help you out. So it's nothing evil. The battle muffins have really good intent. What happens in them is, she's a wise woman, not a smart woman. So, and my dice are bad. Just ask Andrew and Dan. Ask Dan. Yeah.
For real. Yep.
So they're all basically on dice rolls of how good, even before the Tower of Dreams, what goes into them. I have a table that I roll on, and whatever I roll out is just, well, that's what's in it. Sorry, not sorry.
Gotcha. All right, that's really neat. That's sweet. Let's see. Horsey Toad asks a question for everyone. So I'll start with you, Melissa. If the winds of change blew through the world, picked all the characters up, and landed them in a random campaign, which campaign would you like to land in? It would be for 1 or 2 weeks, and you can pick whichever one.
I'd say Evie in Court of Thorns, Davanya in Kyr's Lament, Emeracina in Obsidian. No, I think she would be more of a Tower of Dreams person. Silvra in Obsidian Scar.
Yeah.
Mist. I'll put her in Stormfall just for shits and giggles.
Ooh, nice. Awesome.
That would be wow. Oh man, that would be wow. Wow.
Awesome.
I think Evie would be great in Court of Thorns. All right.
That's excellent. Andrew, how about you?
I think the easy answer is that Gimbal would love to be in Tower of Dreams, making stuff. Yeah. But I think the campaign I would most like Gimbal to end up in would be no, the second easy answer is wherever Silver goes, so Obsidian Scar.
I ship Gimbal.
I think he would actually be a very interesting character to see how he would change in Court of Thorns.
Oh, that would be, yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I mean, I think he would, from what I've seen, and I watched, as much as I can, The Forsaken, I think actually that Gimbal would thrive really well there. It would be a tough adjustment.
Oh, yeah.
It would be insanely tough adjustment. But I think he would thrive, and I think when he got to a specific location that he would actually really find his inner tinkerer.
Awesome.
I think,
and if I could bring in my character from your Thursday night campaign.
Oh man, Snivels would be awesome. Yeah,
Snivels would be great in Court of Thorns.
Snivels would fucking rule in Court of Thorns. I'm not even gonna lie.
But I think Snivels would actually be the most hilarious in because that's how I think about these things. He might be an interesting fit for Kyr's Lament, and he might be a hilarious fit for Obsidian Scar.
Yeah.
Nice.
It would totally go off the rails in Obsidian Scar. I think it would
I'd probably put Kabubbles in, Forsaken, because I think that's how I want to have it. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 4, sometimes 5 players from the Madbird fam consistent on Thursday nights for Rise of the Serpent. And it's just such a great, it's
wonderful.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
How about you, Kim?
Oh man. Oh geez. Okay. So Nana D, I would say I would love to put her in Cures. Not because she's evil. Not because she's evil, but legit Nana D. Nana D would I think that she would be amazing in Cures.
Nice.
Having played there as evil Nana D, I think maybe I'm partial to that, but Nana D would do really well. And the real Nana D, not any, I don't know the world, and I'm going to be evil Nana D, but the real Nana D would actually work really well in Cures. I think that she would be so confused by Obsidian Scar. She would. I would have loved to have her meet Peppino. May he rest in peace. But I think that she would struggle in Stormfall because she would be too sidetracked by, oh, you want chocolate? Okay. She'd be so distracted by everything that she would probably lose herself in trying to like do all the things. But for Emmy, so neutral Emmy, I think would have thrived in Tower of Dreams. I think that would have like really been a good thing for her. Evil Emmy, however, I'd have to say Obsidian Scar for her, or Forsaken for evil Emmy. Honestly, I think that Neva would do well in Stormfall. Let's see, that's Neva. Precious, you guys don't know Precious. Precious and her twin sister. I would put Precious in the Forsaken. I would put Aya, who is, or Sugar Cookie. The group knows her as Sugar Cookie. She would do really well in Stormfall. I think if Precious or Aya were to be in Cures, more so Precious, because Precious is evil. Spoiler, sorry guys. Precious would like, yeah, she would be an interesting fit. But not in a bad way. I think that it would actually make her grow a little bit more.
Nice.
Meow Meow could fit anywhere. Meow Meow could be anywhere, and and yep, I think Meow Meow would fit anywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
You seriously inspired me with Meow Meow, by the way.
Oh well, hopefully you
That's
guys.
awesome.
Hopefully you guys, bring
I'm definitely
Meow Meow back.
having a whole maybe line of cryptic Kenkus.
I'm not wearing any underpants. Meow Meow is intended for. So for those of you who don't know who Meow Meow is a Kenku. And Meow Meow only knows a certain set of, because Kenku, I play it true to form. Meow Meow only has a certain set of statements that Meow Meow can make. And they can add to that, but depending on how they talk to Meow Meow. And how and Kabubbles and Meow Meow are like besties. So Meow Meow is currently a guide in hold on, let me phrase this correctly. Meow Meow was a guide in Rise of the Serpent. Last week, they did a thing, and somebody crit, and Meow Meow has 24 hit points. Meow Meow is only level 3. Everybody in that group is level 6. Meow Meow is only level 3 because Meow Meow is going. What is intended for Meow Meow to be their friend and guide in equilibrium. So Meow Meow is on a mission from Mystra to do Meow Meow's trial. So Meow Meow went to Rise of the Serpent for their trial, and so a thing happened. The mist came in, and somebody hit out into the mist. And so I have crit tables. If you get a natural 20, things happen. So Rolf, who's played by Sarah Padre, his character struck out and into the mist, and he landed 2 natural 20s with both of his attacks. And I'll just say that with those 2 natural 20s, the damage that he did plus the crit table that got rolled on, there was 398 points of damage that went to Meow Meow.
Oh my
God. They don't know what happened or if they actually hit Meow Meow. But
we're all assuming Meow Meow's dead at this point, though.
So I'm just getting ready to roll a 15-foot tall, 8-ton Luxodon rogue for storm or
Nice.
for equilibrium, so that
I'm rough.
right. So it depends. They have a choice to make
Jeez.
whether they'll be able to bring Meow Meow back
Ah.
before equilibrium starts. If they take it.
Ooh, I hope so. Let's see. All right, Coffee Man asked. Oh, for me. All right, Dan. Oh gosh, yeah, this is a good question. Ooh, with all, oops, come on, stop scrolling at me. With all that has been going on technically behind the scenes recently, what things have you learned or discovered to help streamline the technical side? Exactly, Nacho. Let's see. It has been, well, I think that it is a silver lining in my computer dying and everything, is that it has made me keenly aware that handling that I need to up the game with handling logistics. And Kim and Vic and Steph have been amazing with helping things out, and we're sort of getting a groove on. I think that there's still quite a ways that I need to go with sorting out like how to properly manage all the technical pieces so everyone has access to what they need. I'm looking forward to, of course, getting new computer built so I can not have to push so much on everyone else. But there's a number of things. Oh my gosh, I've learned things, but also just keeps bringing up more hiccups. And I think that by the time I get a computer back, that will be in a really, I think, a good place with a lot of that. So fingers crossed. In fact, just as a quick computer update, we have $571 donated. So again, a huge thank you to everyone that's chipped in and donated. You're amazing. I got a website job, building a website for I have a what do you call it, personal trainer, and his company does a bunch of mental health stuff and everything else. And so they needed a website, so I put in a bid and I got that. So that's $2,000. Hooray! I have an expensive computer because I do a lot of things with it that require a lot of hardware. So that puts me a lot closer. I've been able to order some parts. I've got the case, I've got the motherboard, I've got the video card. The motherboard and video card were two of the most expensive. The processor, I still have to get. I got an M2 SSD that's arrived. I had a power supply that I bought myself while it was on sale for like whatever, a couple hundred. It's like a platinum. It's really nice. I've had it sitting under my piano keyboard for like almost a year. And dust. I got the case today, so I'm like, let me start putting some things in. A bunch of dust on it. I'm like, oh, it's bad. So I just have a few components left: the RAM, CPU, the heat sink, and that's probably another like 1,400 or so.
Fans.
1,500.
Fans are important.
Fans, yes. Oh no, the case has a number of 120 millimeter fans built in.
Okay, as long as you have, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fans are important.
It's a full tower case. Yeah. And the water cooling unit that I have that I'm going to get has 3 120 millimeter fans that sit across the top of the case. So I've got all the cooling, all the things I need. It's just a matter of that last like RAM that I have, which I'm getting here and there and working on. So again, I appreciate. I'll put in, just for anyone who doesn't know, our little donate thing in chat here. But there's some other stuff coming up too, where it's to sort of raise some money that'll be more than just a straight up donating.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that
as well. Yeah. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Excuse me.
Can I re-answer a question that was asked earlier? Since Tasha's here, the original question was asked. Sorry, not sorry. I love you, Tasha. So there was a question asked. How long has Emmy been in the Baron's pocket?
Yeah. Yep.
Since character creation. You guys had a chance so there was a chance for you guys to actually sway her from that and pull you on her side, because she's pretty skilled the way that she was built, that would have really helped Kiers, and she tried to find a reason to not be against you guys, but like there was just no connection, and every time she turned around it was like a stab in the back. So she was like, well, now I get why I was hired to do this. But there was a chance that there was a chance you guys could have got her on your side, and no chances were taken. So she was like, all right then. And the only reason why she didn't kill everybody in their sleep is because she didn't she was promised to, she gave her word to wait. So yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. From the beginning.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Well, I think that wraps up our questions here for the night. Oh wait, hang on a sec. Tasha asked, Kim, how was it playing with us on Sunday? I mean, I greatly appreciated the outmaking time.
Oh, the outmaking was amazing, man. I am not going to even go into how crappy I felt after the fact, because I was like, I know what's coming on Tuesday, and I didn't want, and it didn't even occur to me until after Sunday. I know what's coming, and I felt dude, I was shaking. So last night I was crying before stream. The whole time I was so upset. Oh my God. And then you kept pushing it back, and it didn't happen when I expected it to happen. And I was stressing the fuck out. It was crazy.
Yeah.
You
hit that mid part.
Yeah.
And then everyone wanted the bonus things. This has to be the end now, because everyone wanted Dark Kaylin. I'm like, what do you think?
That's if you want it, this is the only time it's gonna happen, so why not?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But Sunday was amazing. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. Neva, I don't know if you know this, but Neva is actually an NPC from Court of Thorns. And I talked to Vic about this. Neva is open to be traveling to any of the campaigns to spread rumors, and every campaign that she touches, she is going to be boasting about those people in the different places, and dropping hints of whatever the DMs want dropped. But I think for Sunday, the only regret that Neva has is that she didn't get to meet Derek Bartson, because it was a big lore thing for Court of Thorns about the Derek Bartson Foundation Playhouse. What you don't know is that for out of character thing that I did tell everybody before coming in, Durnturum is a capital city on Enisara proper, and it's a dwarven kingdom. And so not only is magic kind of outlawed there, in all of Enisara, but so is alcohol. They're not allowed to have alcohol anywhere in Enisara. So when I say
Dwarven Kingdom,
yes, no, it's not just yes. So that these are proper grumpy people, right? So the whole of Enisara, not just Enisara proper, but nowhere in the Flower of Enisara is alcohol allowed above or below ground. So I
think that's Court of Thorns' new tagline. Proper grumpy, right? It's more than just it's more than just grumpy, though. They can tell you with their trials, but the fact that Derek's plays are there goes Dan. The fact that Derek's plays are the thing that sets the tone. It's because they don't have any other way of release, and it's amazing. So yeah, that's why Hold on, let me invite Dan back. Let me invite Dan back. There he goes. Yeah, so she really wanted to get in touch with Derek to she had some dirt to give him and some stuff to dish about. But
but he's actually the reason that she was able to escape Inasara. So, yeah.
I mean, she got close to meeting him. She heard him.
She heard him. Yeah, oh, yeah. She heard it, but she was more worried about the outmaking with Elzaris and Jules, really.
Yes, that's right. That action. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
it was awesome.
Really hit the mark for proper naughty campaign, for real.
I think I've only missed like 2, maybe 3 Obsidian Scars since it's been active. So nice. To say that like I'm your guys' like yes is just a small thing. So to be on the stream that I enjoy the most was like, oh my god.
Nice, yeah. It's awesome. Oh, it is such a blast. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I guess we'll wrap up about here. Welcome again, Andrew, as a DM to Madbird Streams.
Thank you.
Be sure to check out Tower of Dreams every Saturday night, 6 to 9.
6 p.m., 9 Eastern.
Eastern time. Okay, 69. Got it.
Yes, 69 is great.
Nice.
And please, interwebs peoples, send us all of your platinum pieces. We need 30,000 platinums. Just make sure you don't send it as platinums. Maybe send them as chocolate coins, and then that way when they come through, they'll actually be platinum pieces. Or else the pennywinkle lady is going to shoot us with her scythe and kill us all.
Awesome. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, first of all. Yes, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Kim. What a blast tonight I had with y'all. And thank you, certainly, viewers. You've been watching Madbird Squawks. Please consider, if you want to ask questions, you can always do so live. Or you can join our Discord, where we have fun Discord D&D and great chat and all sorts of fun channels, including one where you can pose your questions for the next session of Madbird Squawks. Speaking of all the logistics on the back end and that question, we're getting that sort of, thanks again to Vic, who's really good with logistics of things. And she's getting people scheduled out ahead of time, and so we can have a better idea of who's going to be on and what, so you'll know best what questions to ask. I won't go through the whole schedule here tonight. And needless to say, we have a lot of, we have D&D all week, as you've probably heard. Several days, there are multiple campaigns. Oh gosh, you know what? I'm gonna need to figure something out with the schedule here. I've got like 4 things on there, and that's not anywhere near accurate anymore.
I mean, I think me and Andrew could spout it off by heart if you'd like.
I'll give it a run, I suppose. So every Wednesday here, you can catch us on Madbird Squawks, which is our D&D therapy. We break things down that have happened over the past week from across different campaigns, very much including DMs. We don't have anything on Thursday nights currently as Critical Role and other things, but there may be something coming. We'll see. Friday nights, you can watch us, you can catch us with Stormfall every Friday night, 10 p.m., 20 a.m. Eastern, which is our drama club, all the feels, after school special. It just, I don't even know where to go beyond that campaign. Yep, Stormfall. And then every Saturday, as you know, 6 to 9 every Saturday, we have Tower of Dreams, which are on Andrew DMs. Yeah, very exciting. Catching the second episode here this week coming up. Every Saturday night from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, we have our very own Kim DMing. Court of Thorns, which is a psychological horror mind F campaign. Definitely, if you're, it's whether you are all about that genre or not, you'll love it. So go watch it. And I don't know how much I'm okay to say about yours, Andrew. Like descriptor wise, can I talk about what would you like me to say, like in a sentence or two to
I told you it was coming, Andrew.
I think I think I've been actually thinking about like a 2-word, 3-word thing that kind of fits with those kinds of descriptions you have for everything else. And I think exploration creation is the are the two big emphases of that campaign. So
Excellent.
I'm really excited to like really explore. I didn't want to leave the city yet. I wanted to like have Nana go to all the shops. Like,
well, you haven't left.
I know. Snack. What was it? Snack Shack.
It's snack size.
Yes, I was like,
Nice.
I want to go there and see what's happening. That was amazing.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
She was so sad she couldn't get that tiara, yo.
the aluminum tiara.
Nice. Yeah, catch that every Saturday night. Every Sunday night. Now, every Sunday evening coming up at the very end of this month, last Sunday this month, you can catch Kim as well, again, DMing Equilibrium, which runs 5 to 8.
Yes,
Eastern?
5 to 8 Eastern.
Nice. I believe that this Sunday's the final lore.
It
or did we
is.
already do that?
No,
Okay.
this Sunday is the final lore Ask Me Anything for
Okay.
players and viewers before we actually do our session 0 the following week.
Nice. Okay. Yep. Session 0. That'll be offline, and then
On the
session
31st, yeah.
Yeah, make it happen. And then after that, every Sunday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern is when you can catch our proper naughty campaign, Obsidian Scar. And then every Monday night, which picks DMs. Every Monday night, our very own Steph DMs The Forsaken, which runs again every Monday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And then every Tuesday night, we have our All Evil campaign, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, Kyr's Lament. Whew, my goodness. All right, I'm going to have us zip over and raid. I think Scabby Rooster is the one that you talked about last time, Kim.
Is the Scabby live right now? I didn't think Scabby was.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on.
Or at least it looks like it on my Twitch.
Yeah, Scabby is live. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. Let me get over there to. Oh, let me get the right one.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, they're a lot of fun to watch. Okay, yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna post the.
Nice. Well, have a wonderful evening, everyone. We very much look forward to catching you again soon. Take care and have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
We are gone.